All my women.
Yo, what's up, bro? It's your boy now, it's God, hiphopisreal.com. You already know we out here, ARP's Event Validation 4 with none other than the Trap God, the Trap NY. No Mercy in the building, man. Mercy, what's going on?
Hip hop is real.
It's been a little while. Mercy was good.
Yeah, it's been a minute, man. You know what I mean? Shit. I don't know where to start, man. It's just been so much that's happened in the past few months with me folding back and
retiring from the game. You know?
Listen, man, I know everybody see my blog about, you know, me quote unquote leaving battle rap. But it's just that I know how to use the platforms I have available to get my message across. And when I did that blog, that's really what was more important as far as just letting y'all know how it is as league owners. You feel what I'm saying? As far as like the finances, the dealing with the different egos and stuff that come with battle rap. And the overall message I was trying to display, it's not just about money, it's not just about the bullshit. The fact of the matter is, as league owners, we don't get paid enough to deal with the bullshit that we do deal with. You know what I mean? So if you go back and watch the blog, it's on Angry Fan. You know, it dropped on Angry Fan for a reason. You understand? So I'm glad everybody was talking about it. You know, people had certain opinions about it. That's all good. I respect everybody's viewpoint. But to be honest, I ain't going nowhere. You feel what I'm saying? Even if I fall back from, you know, y'all not seeing me hosting or not really seeing me setting up battles like that, I'm still in the back blocks, you know, doing certain things to just try to improve on different things in the trap New York. I'm also working on something I want to say that's kind of big for battle rap. I'm not going to shed too much light on it just yet. But I've always been a person who knows how to see what the fans want. And when I see people saying certain things like battle rap ain't what it used to be and stuff like that, I try to examine why. So I'm going to do things to try to bring a certain momentum back to battle rap, and I'm going to do things to try to bring a certain momentum back to the trap New York. You know what I mean? So that's really what I've been working on as far as, you know, behind the scenes and shit like that.
Okay. And you know, before we get into the topics at hand, I wanted to also talk about, you know, your last event. You had DNA, you had a couple guys come back, you know, Jims and a few other, you know what I'm saying? Let the people know about that event and how that turned out and everything like that.
It was our third anniversary event. Originally, we had a different card plan for that, but we did an event out in Allentown, which was it was crazy. Enes versus Jims, DNA versus Don Dollar, Young Steady versus City Cows, Dre Dennis versus CeeLo, Showo versus Dallas Cash. We had a lot of big battles on that card, and we just happened to have like an unruly crowd. You know, when the ticket price is low, like $10 or $15, and you have a big space like that, everybody and their mother gonna come through. You understand? So it kind of makes it difficult for things to get done because you don't have the niggas that's just there for battle rap. You got the niggas that just came to chill, like niggas who just pulled a little $15 out their pocket and came through. You know what I mean? So we wound up having to reschedule it, and we basically made that card the third anniversary card.
Okay.
And we did it, brought it to New York, and we did it in Funkadelic, and it was crazy. Don Dollar battled DNA, Enes battled Jims. We had Bigelow versus Quiet, Excel versus Nice. So y'all seeing a few of the older cats mixed in with the newer cats that's popping in the trap. You know what I mean? So you get to see every level of talent.
And you threw some vets in there in between, and you know.
Yeah, it's showing people what the trap normally does. You know what I mean? It's the dudes that started out on the bottom of the flyer that's now at the top of the flyer, and now it's the new dudes who in the future are going to be at the top of those trap New York flyers.
Okay. Moving forward, you know, Hip Hop Is Real yesterday dropped a blog with Gwitty and Reaperell saying, you know, they used the word demise, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, people saying, you know, maybe the trap falling off, the trap ain't what it used to be. And, you know, Reaperell made some good points talking about, you know, how some of the guys don't, it's the battlers' fault. He blamed the battlers, you know what I'm saying? He says the battlers' fault, they don't want to come back and battle for their league, but while we go hard, these dudes they'll battle for free and do whatever it takes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, why Well, first, what you thought about that blog, and then the second question is, why do you think some of the battlers don't want to come and battle back on your league?
Before we address that, first of all, I want to say, we didn't really just plan to do this blog like how it's being done.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I just happened to come to the RBE event and we ran into each other.
Facts.
So we was like, fuck it, let's just go ahead and get it out the way. But shout out to Reaper and Gwitty. You feel what I'm saying? The thing is, when I look at things from a certain perspective, sometimes people make me feel like I'm bugging. But when I get an outsider's perspective on it, and they say the exact things that I'm thinking, it's like it clicks, then I know I'm not bugging. You understand? And loyalty is important. You understand? It's a lot of things that factor into why dudes are not battling here anymore. First of all, the trap is a development platform. You understand? It's not really meant for dudes to stay here forever and just, you know, keep battling nobodies, even though it'd be nice for dudes to come back and show that love, but it's not really intended for that, you know. So when certain dudes move on, it is expected. You know, if you're just gonna be URL, you're just gonna be King of the Dot, just be RBE, you know, we aim to get people on those platforms. Okay. But it's just the way everything happened, you know. Like, all right, we gonna go a little bit in depth with it. We did our Cold Caskets 2 event, Aura versus Young X, which, you know, didn't happen. Holmesy the God versus Ishmula, Trub Deuce versus Fabio, you know, those battles. And everybody was at the event, happy-go-lucky, we in each other's face, dapping, it's all love and shit like that. And the next day, there's a post made in the Trap New York Facebook group about it going back to the old Trap New York days, and all of a sudden, a lot of these dudes start throwing shots. You know what I mean? And it just spiraled into something that just went out of control. And just me as a man, if you have a certain issue with me, my cohorts, or something that we doing, my first time hearing about it shouldn't be on social media. That's just how I move as a man. Like, if you really about this trap shit and you really trying to build, the first time me hearing about an issue should be you picking up your phone and calling me and letting me know, yo, this is what's going on, this is what we not feeling, and try to fix it. You feel what I'm saying? The thing I say is, when you criticize publicly is when you're trying to destroy. When you criticize privately is when you're trying to build. When you put certain issues on in a public light, and you leave it open for everybody else and their mother to kind of state their opinion and stuff on it, you're not doing anything positive. It's really, you're just, you know, just yelling and screaming.
It puts everybody in your business, as opposed to you guys being,
When you do it privately to where it's a phone call made and stuff like that, we can get the problem solved without there being so much confusion in other places, and you got to do damage control and shit like that. So it's really just like, come on, you know what I mean? And a couple dudes apologized, you know, for what they did. I mean, even though it still kind of leaves me in a certain way, because it's like once dudes do that, it's like, it's hard to really fuck with niggas again, because you already done created a messy situation for the public. You understand? That's part of the reason we dropped the house and just made it the trap, you know, because once the thing spills into the public, it's so hard to fix. Yeah. You really got to remove yourself from certain situations, you know what I mean? So as far as dudes not battling on the trap anymore, it's not really it's not too big of a deal to us as far as the league itself. Okay. Because we're always gonna find battlers. We got a bunch of dope battlers that's still here. Like, we got Don Dollar, we got Nice, we got West Crave, we got Excel who still comes back, we still got Drake who comes back, we got Dot who's coming back, we got Dallas Cash, we got Younger Baby, we got King Ovation. Like, we have all of these people who are still around. Daddy Mason, Quiet, Bigger Bigelow, Cassius Clay. Like, we still have people over there that's fire.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's not like there's ever going to be a shortage of talent. Like, we got a showdown card coming up November 6th. We probably have maybe 11 or 12 battles on it.
Okay.
That's like 22 or 24 dudes that's going to be battling on that card. So our numbers is up. We good as far as the amount of talent we have.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But we're still going to be pushing to bring dudes to that next level. Like, there's going to be people that get cut that you see on the track for a minute and you won't see again because they just don't have what we feel they need to progress in battle.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So those, I don't feel like it was a quote unquote demise of the track. It was really just more like a changing of the guard. Like, when you have a whole class of dudes that move on, you got to bring in the next class and you have to build them up. You know, and that right there could take a little bit of time.
But you know, like Gwitty and Reaper was saying in the block, how they would mind go, like, it don't matter. City call them right now. They ready to take the battle. But do you ever say, okay, I want one of my guys to graduate, so I want to bring back a Fetty or a Jay Murder or a Prez, so these dudes, or Bedaffi or whoever, just to kind of get them to that next level or get them to that light, because that's kind of like what it should be about, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Using the talents that you've helped build, and then them being able to come back and help them build the new talents. You know what I'm saying? So does that bother you in any sense? You know what I'm saying?
This is the thing. I kind of, first of all, I'm one of the most humblest people you're gonna meet. Stuff like that, I try to not let it bother me, even though I might be feeling a way about it. But because of how certain people, you know, make certain stuff seem like it's not a big deal, I'd be like, all right, maybe I'm bugging. I just, you know, it is what it is. But when I tend to see people from the outside looking in, speaking on it, and they saying the same things I'm thinking, it's like, okay, I would be right for feeling a way about it. And seeing that blog actually confirmed that I was right in feeling how I felt. Because I do feel like if we help build someone, that there should be no hesitation on when we call dudes back. You know, speaking about when they said, you know, Gaddafi came to We Go Hard, something that they said was the competition level. The class of dudes that Gaddafi came in with, that was him, Fetty, Magic, Stacks, Sriracha, you heard, and a few other people. If you look at things, them guys kind of clicked up pretty quick. So you actually, when things like that happen, you eliminate the competition because now those battles can't be set up. Because dudes are, you know, joining crews and dudes are cool. Even if they're not in the same crew, they too cool with each other to where it's like, all right, I can't battle this dude. Like, you know, I be on the block with him and I be smoking with him and shit like that. So I can't battle this guy because it creates a friendly environment to where there's not any competition left. You feel me? So I feel like, alright, I'm gonna say this. Gaddafi was the battler that we put the most money into as far as building his resume. You know, it went from us doing like we getting battles for him and we're paying for the entire battle for him. You know, and there was maybe I want to say there was 2 or 3 of those situations where it's just like, all right, we fucked with you. This battle that we're trying to get for you, we gonna pay the entire tab for it. You good, you don't gotta put up nothing. And we did that for him more than we did that for anybody else, just because we believed in him so much. Wow. You know, so the announcement wasn't shocking because he actually texted me a couple days before the announcement. Okay. And he had it straightened because he just didn't want me to be surprised. I mean, when the initial text came through, my jaw kind of dropped a little bit and it was kind of like, what? You understand? But it wasn't nothing where it was like, oh, fuck this nigga, you know. We did what we could for him. we did the max as far as, you know, we let him battle, you know, a couple people in the trap that wasn't popping just to get him seasoned. Then after that, it was nothing but names. It was Brooklyn Carter, it was
Danger Zone, yeah.
Gutter, Excel,
Yeah,
Easy.
yeah.
Like, we gave him some of the best niggas that he's ever going to battle. You feel what I'm saying? And those are the names that pretty much got him to where he is now. You know, so if I ever was to try to place in a call like that, how does it look now that he says, you know, he's basically aligning himself with our quote unquote
Rival, yeah, it was supposed to be Rigo Hart versus the Trap. I remember.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And he was one of the people that spearheaded that. So even when you see something like this, kind of like, goddamn, like, you know, and the issues that dudes had as far as the trap, it wasn't really anything that, like, niggas didn't say exactly what the problem was. You feel what I'm saying? I know what they're saying it's based on, but it's like, okay, what happened exactly that made niggas feel a way like they can't really fuck with niggas no more?
Let me ask you a question, Mercy. Like, when I speak off cam sometimes with some of these dudes, you know what I'm saying, and I ask those questions, you know, I hear a lot of Payso, bad business, or situations like that. You know what I'm saying? What do you say to that when, you know, they bring Payso in, him being your partner? You know, you have to, you know, be, you know, either you rock with your partner or you be like, yo, this ain't what's happening, we losing business. Do you think, you know, Payso has a big role to play in these guys not wanting to rock with y'all? And even Fetty, when he battled Gwitty on Coliseum, he said, fuck the trap. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that make you feel? But, you know, if you could answer that within those layers.
Well, first of all, Payso is my brother.
Okay.
Business partner. Payso is actually the one that got me to do a lot of shit. Like, he motivated me to take what I do to the next level as far as filming, being involved in battle rap and stuff like that. So, what's good?
All right.
The thing is,
Nah, that's all good. Thank you.
When you say bad business, you have to specify exactly what bad business is. Like, I'm just looking at the stories I heard about league owners as far as niggas not getting paid. Niggas, like, let's say an opponent is charging a league owner $1,000. The league owner charged the battle of $2,000 and pockets the extra $1,000. Like, these are the type of stories I've heard about league owners. So when you say Payso does bad business, it's kind of like, what's bad business? Like, is he stealing money from you? Like, what really is the issue?
Okay.
Because the only issue I know of is him enforcing that niggas pay at the door. Like, that little bullshit, $15, $20, $25. It's been a lot of arguments over that.
Wow.
So when I'm looking at things, I'm like, is niggas really not fucking with the trap because this man is telling niggas they gotta pay at the door? Like, fucking with the trap doesn't entitle you to a free Trap New York event membership for every event.
Yeah,
you
I
understand? You actually gotta come over here and put in work and earn that respect to where we say, all right, this man can rock out at the door. You know, and even without that, $20.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, if we was like a URL or RBE that books bigger talent and charges certain prices at the door. Like, I'm from the hood. I can understand somebody not having $60, $70, $80, $100 to go into a battle event. But you mean to tell me $20? Like, you niggas use that. That's daily weed money for a lot of you niggas. That's daily eating money for a lot of y'all niggas. So when y'all say y'all come into an event and y'all can't pay $20 at the door, it's like, this is why niggas left the trap. You understand? And the only thing I can really say about Payso is, I mean, shit, like, if it was, I feel like if it was something serious, somebody would have been came and told me, like, yo, this is what's happening with your partner, this is what niggas not feeling, this is what the issue is. But out of all these niggas that's chatty patty in battle rap and that talk behind the scenes and shit, I hear about damn near everything.
Okay.
Niggas have not told me nothing that makes me say, all right, I need to call Payso about this so we could get this fixed and shit like that. I haven't seen Payso do anything wrong aside from enforce the fact that we need to make the money from our door.
So these guys are harboring a lot of personal feelings, but not expressing it to you.
Exactly. You know, and Payso.
So besides the door, there's nothing else you could see, like, you know what I'm saying, of why these dudes be bugging? Or I feel like Payso be bugging or anything like that?
I felt like there was times Payso publicly addressed certain issues going on within the trap in the group.
Okay.
But not on some like I'm taking shots at niggas. Just more on some like, yo, I know this is what people are talking about behind the scenes. I know this is what people feel a way about. Let me clarify it for everybody, because I know everybody's gonna see this post. People, feathers are gonna be ruffled. Let me address it. But it's never been like Payso came out disrespectful to niggas. Payso is not even a battle rap head.
Okay.
You understand? He's somebody who does a lot of stuff outside of battle rap. Like, the people he deal with on a regular basis are bigger than battle rap. So he has no reason to really, like, he don't go to these niggas baby showers and go out to the clubs with these niggas. Like, there's not a lot of battle rap niggas that he fucks with. And I feel like niggas feel a way about that because I guess niggas come into battle rap looking for friends and new family and shit like that. But it's like, yo, not everybody that runs a business is going to be
buddy.
Person that's like family oriented and is quick to, you know, like me when I have a job and I work, I have my coworkers. I'm here to make money. I'm not here to be going out to different parties and clubs with y'all niggas. Because when you get too comfortable with niggas start doing shit that it's like, okay, I wouldn't do this to nobody else, but because I know Mercy's just gonna take it and he's not gonna say nothing, I can get away with this. You understand? And that comes with dudes being too comfortable. And look at all the stuff that's been done to me as far as battle rap, like as far as, you know, the different issues I got into, like with the other trap platforms, the Prez Mafia situation. It's just like, yo, Payso sees all this and it's like, yo, I don't want that to happen to me. This is why I'm not investing too much time and energy into building personal relationships with these guys. Like, he's always open to building the business relationship. Don't ever get that twisted. But as far as the personal, he's just not with that, and I completely understand why. And if that's why niggas left the trap, then niggas really don't need to be here. Because I feel like that's some sucker shit.
Now, I was saying Fettuccine battled Gwitty on the Coliseum. He said, fuck the trap. How did that make you feel when you heard that? Like, knowing that, you know, that's where he's from. Like, that, I mean, not from, but like, that's where he built a lot of his career on.
He gotta say that as far as, you know, people gotta say certain stuff for bars to not, I guess, apply to them. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like, nigga, we seen you on trap numerous times. You bang out with them. It's like, nigga, we still look at you as a trap nigga. So that's why people are still gonna say things like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, even when Bedaffi goes to We Go Hard, you think people not gonna, you know, be addressing like
trap bars and all types of shit.
Yeah, like come on, man. You can't avoid that. When niggas know you from something, it's pretty much like being a blood and switching over to being a Crip. Like, people still got your history with whatever you was with before. Yo, what's going on?
So these niggas set tripping right now.
Exactly. That's what we gonna call it in battle rap. Set tripping. When you leave from one league and go to another, y'all niggas set tripping in. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we gonna call that shit. You know what I mean? But
so when you heard that, what went through your mind when you first seen that? I know you seen it and you was like, what was the first thing that came to your mind?
Yeah, well, this is the thing, because before he actually said it, he texted me asking me something else. And I was just like, you know what I mean, just letting him know what it was. And then he was like, all right, I just want to let you know I'm going. I'm like, what? Like, nigga, set me up there. I'm like, yo, son, like, y'all niggas crazy. But it was really on some, you know, I'm glad he at least hit me first. Okay. So that way it wasn't a surprise. Like, I definitely respect that. My only thing was, I wish, like, if there was certain issues that made niggas feel a certain way, I wish before niggas left or made a decision to leave, niggas at least tried their best to holla at niggas and get it squared away.
Okay.
You know, there's certain issues that, you know, niggas brought up regarding the door that me and Payso even talked about. Like, Payso had actually hit me one time and he said, yo, because like I said, sometimes you think you bugging and you might ask a question and Payso was like, yo, do you think we should have a discount at the door for trap artists? But then it became a longer discussion because it's like, okay, if we do have a discount for these niggas, what do we consider a trap artist? Is it just like a systematic, like, oh, you have 3 battles over here, you consider the trap nigga? Like, it has to be certain variables that go into that. And we don't mind doing it. Like, there's plenty of dudes we've let come at the door, like, getting for free because they might be bringing like 4 or 5 people with them. But it's like, don't just show up by yourself and then think that like, yo, you just gonna not pay the fee or you gonna get a huge discount. It's like, show some type of love. Like, we're throwing these events, we're using money out of our pocket.
Nah, I hear you.
We need to make that money back.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? So it's like, if you're not respecting that, and if you're not gonna respect that from the gate, just don't battle it. You know what I mean? So that's really it for me.
Looking at everything that's happened and conspired, like, would you ever want these guys to come back on the trap? The J Murders, the Prez Mafias, the Fetties, the Bedaffis, all the dudes that no longer are battling on your league as much anymore. Would you still? Is there still a window or a door for them to like, yo, it don't matter, man. You on We Go Hard now. Y'all can still come back on the trap, man. We still want y'all niggas battling here.
Yeah, it really just gotta make sense for us. You feel what I'm saying? It's no more being nice as far as just splurging money on niggas that we're not gonna make back, because we have done that a lot. We've put a lot of money out of our pockets that we knew we wasn't making back at the end of the night, just to help build these dudes' profiles, get them the names that they wanted and stuff like that. We did that out of love because we support niggas. We want to see niggas go to that next level. So going forward, we're going to be real strict about that. Like, if it's a move that we're not going to make our money back off, we just not doing it. You know what I mean? So it's going to have to come down to stuff like that.
Okay. And when you look back at it as well, do you look at it like, damn, these dudes, they just about themselves and they not about the league?
I don't look at it like that because, you know, one of the things that Reaper said was, I taught dudes how to get money. You know, I taught dudes about charging when they go to other places, because it's like, yo, this is your home league. These dudes out here just throwing events, not really, you know, progressing with their leagues. So y'all basically going over there to build their shit. Y'all should be charging for that, because they're using the wave that y'all got off of our league to help build their shit. So I taught dudes that, yeah, you should charge for that. But when it comes to home, there shouldn't be no second guessing like, oh, should you battle this nigga, should you battle that nigga? It's like, look at the positions we've put dudes in. If I'm calling you back to battle somebody that's, you know, on the come up, it's because I feel like dude is fire and he's gonna make a good battle with you. And he's somebody that if you're not gonna be fucking with the trap like that no more, he should be getting that shot. You know, there's plenty of dudes that have given niggas shots on the trap. Like Excel, he's like the king of giving niggas shots on the trap. Excel, Dre Dennis, Dot has done it plenty of times. You know, so I always feel like dudes shouldn't be shy about doing that. You know what I mean? Especially and then these are the dudes I just mentioned, they've gotten paid for those battles.
Okay.
You understand? So
it wasn't just for free?
Yeah, it's not just we calling you back to battle a newcomer just for free so we could get the views and you can add to their resume. Nah, we gonna throw you a little something like
okay.
You know what I mean? I don't feel comfortable calling a dude back to put all his energy into a battle that is not gonna do anything for him and he's not compensated for it.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? I don't care even if it's a little like $100, $150. Like, I feel like you should get something for taking time away from your family to prepare, and you know, especially if you're bringing people to the door. You know, you got that name now. We could give you a little something.
Okay.
And we don't mind doing that, but at least leave that option open to us.
So you need like the compromise. Like we gotta be able to compromise.
It's always, we can always sit down at the table and work something out. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's really what it should be about.
Okay.
You know?
So like how's your relationship with most of these guys now? Like, cause one thing I see is they got mad love for you, mad respect. Nobody ever like went in on Mercy or nothing like that. They always actually give you the utmost respect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How's your relationship with most of these guys?
Everything's cool. Everything's cordial. There's a couple guys I still talk to. You know, we might clown around on Facebook every now and then. But I felt like there was nothing really disrespectful that was said.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? It might have been like, you know, fuck the trap, or we're not fucking with the trap no more. But it was never on no like, oh, fuck Mercy, fuck Payso, suck my dick, and all this other shit that niggas be talking. It was none of that with us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So everything is pretty much, I feel like a lot of things are repairable. As far as, you know, the personal relationships, as far as the business relationships, we do feel like there were certain things dudes did where it's just like, we don't need to be bringing dudes back just because of, you know, how they might have handled things on social media. And I feel like if dudes are acting like this with the small money, how are you going to be when the big money comes into play? And you can't progress with people that are not moving the proper way when it's just a little small chunk change that's being thrown around. Okay. Because it's like, this is little bullshit, $200-300 and, you know, things of that nature. What happens when the millions and the billions come into battle rap? You know what I mean? So it's just seeing things at those early stages. You might not want to move forward with people based off that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So.
But do you blame yourself a little bit for teaching them how to get that money, Mercy?
I can't say I blame myself because it's like if we, you know, go into war and shit, I give you a sword and a shield. Use it on those niggas, not us.
Okay, I got you.
You feel what I'm saying? So
I got you.
That's how I look at it. You know, dudes got every right to, you know, charge and, you know, things of that nature, but let's meet in the middle if it's something that we're coming out of pocket for. Okay. You know, whenever dudes have asked questions about the business, I've always been completely upfront with dudes. I've even told dudes things that I shouldn't have told them, just so they feel comfortable and they understand what's going on as far as the business aspect of the track New York. You understand? And I feel like dudes was jumping to their own conclusions and not really asking questions. Like, they don't want to hear what we're going to tell them because they want to be comfortable with what they think is going on. They don't want to know what the truth is because once they find out the truth, it's like, damn, we was wrong for thinking this the whole time, and now we kind of feel stupid. So we got to go by what's, you know, really going on. Okay. You know, it's kind of like wanting to live in a fantasy land and not wanting to know what's really going on, because what's really going on to kill your fantasy, which is a much better thought or a much better feeling for you.
So people don't want to deal with the reality of the situation.
Nope. And that's the thing with battle rap. Like, there's a lot of delusional people out there. There's a lot of people that have a false sense of placement as far as where they are in battle rap. You got people who think that niggas like Charlie Clips and DNA should just be coming to the league and just battling them based on what they've done within their league. Yeah. You have to do other things that make you stand out outside of that. You have to create what I call moments in battle rap. You have to have a Mr. Wavy, shotgun in the pants leg, and walking like a zombie with it. You gotta have a Hitman remix. You gotta have a Shotgun Shook, What's Your Life Like? You gotta have things that create talk in battle rap. Shit that not just your Facebook group is talking about. Shit that people are talking about in the Bias, Angry Fan, 730 OTF, URL TV's website, all over. You have to create moments that stand out to everybody. That's why it was so big when Lux came back, because he was one of the people everybody knew from Smack DVD. So when you see him on stage, he's battling in a tux. He talking about, you gonna get this work. Yeah. He's telling the dude, your pops wasn't no gangster, blah blah blah. That's a moment being created within battle rap. That's real. That everybody's gonna talk about. So you can't just be trying to show up on a stage and just rap. You have to create those moments. That's what get people paid. Bedaffi versus Gaddafi, for example. A lot of dudes was calling that battle of the year last year. That's a moment in battle rap, because when you go to these groups and you ask niggas, yo, what was battle of the year 2015? You get a lot of Bedaffi versus Gutter, you get Excel versus Steams. What else you got? You got Bricks versus Born. I think you got Danny Myers versus Rum Nitty. Like when you're a newcomer and you're getting mentioned amongst
Danger was in a couple of those conversations.
Yeah, Danger was in a couple of those. Like when you're a newcomer and you getting mentioned amongst people like that, that's when you create a moment for yourself as far as you really solidifying yourself and becoming somebody in battle rap. So I feel like dudes just have to stop being delusional, thinking that they somebody. Okay, you might get 10, 15,000 views in your home league, but it's like, what is it doing for you outside of that?
Whoa.
Outside of that,
I feel you.
you know. So
Nah, that's real, man. You know, I just want to talk about one more thing, Mercy. Just you know, looking at 2016 this whole year, man, and you just speaking about moments. What are some of the memorable moments just for this year for you so far? What you've been seeing in, you know, all the leagues, just in battle rap itself. What are some memorable moments? Because earlier they were saying battle rap was dying a few months ago. Now, it seems like it's charged up again. You know what I'm saying? So, give us a couple moments for 2016.
a couple moments.
For you that stuck out.
Mike P.
You know